What happens when a humanoid robot runs so fast that it literally can't stop itself? One robot just found out the hard way, and its spectacular crash is now going viral. A humanoid robot sprinted down a track in Beijing, crossed the finish line at high speed, and then completely lost control. It slammed into a padded wall, stumbled backward, desperately tried to regain its balance, and finally crashed headfirst onto the ground. But that wasn't even the most unbelievable part. The force of the impact appeared to travel straight into the robot's hip, where the machine suddenly erupted in a shower of sparks. For a moment, it looked less like a robotics competition and more like a scene from a futuristic comedy. The incident happened during practice runs for China's World Humanoid Robot Games, an event designed to showcase just how quickly humanoid robotics is advancing. And while the crash might be hilarious to watch, it also highlights a serious challenge facing modern humanoid robots. Running fast is one thing, stopping safely is another. According to footage shared online, the robot appeared to maintain an impressive speed as it approached and passed the finish line. But instead of slowing down smoothly, it continued forward and slammed into a cushioned barrier. After the collision, the robot staggered backward, taking several rapid steps as its control system appeared to struggle to stabilize the machine. Then came the dramatic fall. The robot went down headfirst, and the impact appeared to damage something around its hip area, producing a burst of sparks. People watching the incident could be heard reacting with sympathetic groans. The footage quickly spread across social media, with some viewers initially wondering whether the entire thing had been generated using artificial intelligence. But multiple camera angles of the same crash have since circulated online, suggesting that the incident was real. However, the original report noted that the footage could not be independently authenticated. And this isn't the first time humanoid robots have had trouble dealing with speed. China's humanoid robotics industry has been pushing machines to run faster, jump higher, and perform increasingly athletic movements. One of the biggest names in this space is Unitree, the Chinese robotics company behind the G1 humanoid robot. At the inaugural World Humanoid Robot Games last year, Unitree reportedly dominated the competition, winning 4 gold medals, including the 100-meter race. Now the company is back with an even more ambitious machine. Unitree is debuting a new humanoid robot known as the Superman robot, and the company claims it can run faster than legendary sprinter Usain Bolt and jump higher than any human. But even this impressive machine has experienced its own embarrassing moment. During another training run, the Superman robot reportedly crossed the finish line at high speed but couldn't slow down quickly enough. Instead, it slammed into an electrical box near the wall and ended up falling onto its rear. So why are these robots struggling so much with stopping? One major reason could be the new rules being introduced at this year's competition. Unlike previous events where some robots could be remotely operated, the robots this year are required to complete their runs completely autonomously. That means the machines have to make decisions about balance, movement, acceleration, and braking without a human operator directly controlling them. And that creates a much harder engineering problem. Imagine a human sprinter running at full speed. Our brains and nervous systems constantly process information about where our feet are, how quickly we're moving, where the ground is, and how to adjust our bodies when something changes. A humanoid robot has to replicate a similar process using sensors, motors, control software, and artificial intelligence. And when the robot is moving at high speed, even a tiny delay can make a huge difference. If the machine starts braking too late, its momentum can carry it several meters beyond the intended stopping point. And because a humanoid robot has a tall, narrow body balanced on 2 relatively small feet, recovering from a sudden change in momentum can be extremely difficult. Robotics industry analyst Irene Chen has suggested that these crashes may be connected to the intense focus on speed in China's rapidly developing robotics industry. In other words, engineers may be pushing humanoid robots to become faster before fully solving all of the challenges that come with high-speed movement. That creates an interesting problem. For years, humanoid robots were criticized for being slow, awkward, and unstable. Now companies are making them faster and more athletic. But once these machines start running at serious speeds, completely new problems appear. How quickly can they stop? How safely can they fall? Can they recover when something goes wrong? And perhaps most importantly, can they make all of those decisions completely on their own? These questions are becoming increasingly important as humanoid robots move beyond laboratories and demonstrations and toward real-world applications. A robot that can run incredibly fast sounds impressive. But a robot that can run fast, recognize an obstacle, slow down at exactly the right moment, maintain its balance, and safely recover from unexpected situations is far more useful. That is the real challenge. And ironically, these spectacular crashes may actually help engineers solve it. Every time a robot loses balance, crashes into a wall, or damages a component, researchers can study what went wrong and improve the next version. So while the internet may be laughing at these robots today, the failures could become valuable lessons for tomorrow's machines. The most interesting part is that this competition isn't simply about proving which robot can run the fastest. It may be revealing how far humanoid robotics still has to go before these machines can reliably handle the unpredictability of the real world. Because in a controlled laboratory, everything can be planned. On a racetrack, things move much faster. And in the real world, there are walls, people, obstacles, uneven surfaces, unexpected movements, and countless situations that no engineer can perfectly predict. The robot that can handle those situations, not just the robot that can sprint the fastest, could ultimately be the one that matters most. For now, though, the world humanoid robot games are giving the internet something else to watch. Robots sprinting, robots stumbling, robots crashing, and occasionally, robots literally throwing sparks after crossing the finish line. It may look like pure comedy, but behind these spectacular failures is a serious technological race. The companies building these machines are pushing the boundaries of speed, balance, autonomy, and artificial intelligence. And if these robots keep improving at the current pace, today's hilarious crashes could eventually become the moments engineers look back on as part of the learning process that made humanoid robots truly capable. What do you think? Should robotics companies focus more on making humanoid robots faster, or should they prioritize stability and safety first? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. For more stories about artificial intelligence, robotics, technology, and the future of innovation, stay tuned to USARC News.